All right, so it is Javon once again coming back to you with uh another tutorial. Yeah, there we go. My words, I don't know what's going on with them. But anyways, I've started to notice that the editing community is in fact growing at a very fast rate. So, if you are new to the community and you're watching this, hello, welcome. This is a great place to be. You're in the right hands right now. And if you're coming to me from my Instagram, hello, welcome. Once again, we meet. Hi. Um, I hope that you one day find a tutorial that I post that is something that you need. Yeah. But yeah, basically, what we are doing today is we are going over a few of some of the um basic transitions. Basically, like, you'll use one of these three inside of most of your transitions that you do till this day, just in maybe different forms. But yeah, it's always good to know the basics and whatnot, because if you want to do the advanced stuff, you gotta know the basic stuff. And yeah, that's basically what this video is for now. Well, yeah, it is. I don't know why I said for now. But yeah, also feel free to pause the video if you feel like I'm moving too fast. I may or may not put some subtitles down below to explain even further what I'm doing at this point. So yes, feel free to pause if I'm going too fast, and move at your own pace. You don't rush anything that you may not know what to do or how to do. I may come out with a tutorial for it, who knows. Just comment it down below. I'll get to it, honestly. So first things first, you want to do, you want to, get photos in here. Of course, you want to get photos. So you grab your photos, and I think I'm only going to use two. But you get the photos by, well, of course, grabbing them from the internet or wherever you get your photos from. You right click in this area by the project, import, and file. And then from there, it'll take you to your downloads, or it should take you to your downloads. You can just grab your photos from there. And then second, you just want to grab your photos, drag and drop them down to your composition, your timeline, whatever you want to call it. So the first thing we're going to do is a scale. And with that, alright. So now we have our photos ready. We are going to get to our full transition, because I'm sure that's what you came here for. So first things first, you wanna, after you get your photos, you wanna apply motion tile on this, because you're doing a scaling. Whether this be scale in or scale out, either way, you're going to want a motion tile on it. You can double click the effect while having it highlighted on the clip that you want, or you can drag and drop. Either way, you still get the effect over here in your effect controls, which is where you'll be modifying or tinkering with your effect. So for motion tile, you would just, I guess, want to do output, not tile, just output. You usually can do it anywhere from 200 to 300, but I do 300. And since you're doing a scale, you would want to turn on your mirror edges and then you press S on your keyboard when you click on your clip. That brings up the scaling option. You hit this stopwatch right here. That will automatically set your first keyframe and start the transition basically. Now, next thing's next. Next thing's next. The next thing you want to do is you want to scroll over to where you want your transition to end, and you would move the slider anywhere to your liking. Since we're doing the scale, I usually do 100 to 165, and that gets me what I want, but we're going to do 166 because I'm not accurate. Now there's two ways you can do this next step. You can right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Basically, when you come over here, it makes this graph and you can just click on it and you can change it to your liking. But without it, it would just look like this. Without it, it'll just be a straight line. You can't change much. Actually, you can't change anything. So you want to right click, keyframe assistant, easy ease. Always make sure to do that. Or what you can do is you can click on whatever transition you're doing. So you can just click on scale, then F9. It will instantly change it to the easy ease. And on this graph, normally you just want this and this, your two adjusters, to make an L. It can be backwards, forward, whatever you want it to be. But I like to have it in an L going in a U-ish shape. And I typically like to do my graph like this. It'll go like down here if I really wanted to, you know, move fast. But usually I'll just leave it right here. And, you know. Oh my god. What? Oh no. 30 frames per second. I was wondering why it looked so choppy. There we go. And yeah, if you want it to look even smoother, I usually move mine towards the end. I don't recommend this if you're using After Effects 19 and above, but in 18, when I tried to do it like this, it just looked a little choppy to me. So to smooth it out, I just move the keyframe towards the end. Normally editors would not tell you to do that, but I will. Only if you're using After Effects 18. If it's 19, move it back. 19 or above. And yeah. So another thing you guys want to do to improve your smoothness is turning on motion blur. This thing right here will always enable motion blur. Make sure that it's turned on. As you can see, it says enable motion blur for all layers with the motion blur switch set. And you also want to enable it right here as well. This will apply motion blur to your clip. As you can see, it looks a little more smoother than what it just was. So yeah, I usually like it like that. Now, of course, you want to put motion towel on your other clip as well, because this is the other half of the transition, and this is where motion towel will actually be shown. So for this one, you want to, for the other half, you're going to hit S, bring up your scale again, hit the out arrow again. We'll hit the stopwatch, but this time we're doing it at the end because it's the out or the ending point for the transition. And for this, we're going to zoom out a bit. Okay. So I'm gonna hit F9, instantly easy ease my transition, come to the graph. Now I'm gonna go back for a second. So you see how this one is like going up like this? Well, for this one, it's going to be the other way around. So you remember how this one was from up to down? This one is from down to up. And while this one on the first clip is from left to right, this one will be going from right to left. It's just, you know, the complete opposite of what you did the first time. And always make sure you enable your motion blur. You don't have to, but you know, it just makes your edit look a little bit smoother with your transitions, because we haven't got to the actual edit. So yeah, that's the first transition to zoom. The next transition we're going to be doing is a rotation. So I'm going to scrap this. Boop and boop. And now we can move on to the next transition, which is a rotation. For this one, there's the shortcut key, which is R. It will instantly bring up rotation, which is basically the spinning transition. So you hit the stopwatch, get your starting keyframe, and then you come over here. Normally people would do 90, but I say you can do anywhere from 60 to 90, so I usually do 65. And then F9 to instantly do it, or keyframe assistant, easy ease, whichever one works better for you. Come over here. You get your graph right. Okay, I was just making sure I was recording. There's the first half. But yeah, that's how your transition will look. The start of it. Rotation looks a little more choppier than you. Oh, you see what I was saying? Looks like it was a little chopped up at the end, so scooch it back one frame if you're on 18. Now time to do the other side. We're going to go to the end, hit our stopwatch so we don't have to change anything towards the end. And for this one, you would do anywhere from, well, once again, normally people would say -90 or +90 depending on which way you're spinning it, but I do -70. F9, instantly easy ease. I'm sounding like a broken record right now, or you can, you know, do that, get your graph right. And there you go, your spin or your rotation. And then another one that I see a lot of people struggle with is position slides. I myself have also struggled with this back in the past, so that will be the last one I show you guys. For this one, I think I will keep. No, I'm going to turn off mirror edges. I don't know why I said that as I was going over to turn it off. You don't need to do anything over here. So you press P, that instantly brings up position. Now there's a little more extra things to look out for when it comes to position. because you can move the x-axis and the y-axis. So you can do like a slide on the x-axis, you can do a slide on the y-axis, or you can do both. Whichever you really prefer, whichever one you like to do. But me personally, I like doing it on the X. So you just basically drag the first number until you get to the square, which basically signifies that's the end of this tile. I said I was turning that off, so I'm going to do that. And you can either hit F9, you get your instant easy ease, or you can do it the long way. Now, the difference between this graph and other graphs, as you can tell, there's more than one line. Like I said, you can move the x-axis or you can move along the y-axis, whichever one you prefer. So, also something you may have noticed, when you click on here, there aren't any indicators or yellow lines, whatever you want to call them, but they aren't there. So to fix that, you're going to come down here to separate dimensions. You can do it like that, or there's another way that I recently saw, which is right click, separate dimensions, and then I think you can just go in immediately and yeah, you can just go in and instantly do it. I may start doing it that way from now on, because I know I've been doing it the other way for a while now, ever since I started on After Effects, which was like a year ago, a year and a half. But yeah, there goes your position, the first half of it at least. Now remember, if you're on After Effects 18, move it all the way to the end, but if you're not, keep it at the one frame. And you'll notice something when I finish the transition, which I can show you how to fix as well. So since you went to 1, it should be 0, but you know it's 1 now. You're going to do the exact opposite of that. So you're going to the opposite side of which you did on the first half. So since we went to the right, we'll be moving to the left on this one. F9, easy ease, right click, separate dimensions. You come over, you get your graph looking real nice and spiffy. Let me check something. So you know how, you see how it's like it's doing it, but it's like, it's missing something. It's like it's a little choppy, like from right here to here. Well, the way you would normally fix that is you move your clip one frame before and put it under the other one. To be honest, that didn't look any better, much better at all. However you want to say it. What if I just do this? Okay, I'm just messing it up at that point. But yeah. Funny how I said this was going to be something you can fix, but it's already fixed. Well, there was nothing wrong with it. Yeah, if it's not broke, please don't try to fix it. Alright, so that's basically, you know, all the basic transitions that you'll learn from me. Anything else you learn from me will probably be a little more advanced. It'll require more of the effects and presets tab, or it'll be, you know, something more technical with this menu or this menu. But yeah, so that was the basics with Javon, and yeah, make sure to comment down below some transitions that you guys would like to learn from me, and tell me what you liked about this video. Honestly, I don't think I did that well, but Still kind of new to this little explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it. It's weird. It's not weird. It's hard to do, honestly. But practice, I'll get better. And I'll be able to come out with better content. So yeah. Thank you for watching. It's been what should I call myself for these type of videos? It's been Javon. Bruh. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.